All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. All right. Before we get going here, I got this CD in the mail from my friend Mike Floros, and here it is, Love in Chains. The album is called Everyday Heroes. Pays tribute to the everyday hardworking person in this country. Songs for Deplorables. Could have made that the title. There's the little insert. Pretty cool, because that you can see without the glare. If you like hard rock, glam metal, whatever you want to call that stuff that was made during the late 80s, big choruses, big hair, big guitar riffs, this is it. And it's original stuff, and it's really good. I think the more you listen to this, the more you're going to like it. One more time, again, thanks to Mike and his team for getting me this album. I said, give it to me, and I will put it on the air. And there you are. It is on the air prior to a video about David Lee Roth. See how that works? Dave, who was once kind of a glam metal sort of guy in his own way, although maybe not, whatever. So David Lee Roth releases this song, and my initial response, my first take on it, is the song is kind of weird. That's how I'm thinking. Now, if you haven't heard the track yet, it's called Pointing at the Moon. Pointing at the Moon. Dave also put some artwork out with the song because he's been into that stuff now for a number of years. I think his artwork has been a bit more prolific recently compared to his musical output. But hey, maybe he's got like 100 songs that he can release. According to John 5, he's got some stuff out there that is really, really good. Now, this song is weird. Why? Why is this song weird? Well, it starts off with a piano, which is a little uncharacteristic, just a solo piano. Then it fades out, and then an acoustic guitar fades in. And then the song kind of kicks in. It's described as mellow guitar work and piano, but Dave's voice is front and center. True. The song is not your typical Van Halen or David Lee Roth solo song. It's just not. But it's interesting. I said weird, but you might substitute the word interesting. The recording sessions featured Rob Zombie, guitarist, John 5 playing guitar and bass, Greg Bissonette on drums, the late, great Brett Tuggle on keyboards, and Luis Conti on percussion. Last year, John 5 mentioned that the rest of the unreleased Roth recordings have a similar singer-songwriter sound, which implies that Pointing at the Moon hails from these sessions. According to John 5, there's a song that Dave wrote about his early days with Van Halen, which is really, really good. One thing that Dave and his team are really good at is keeping Dave in the news. Dave's in the news in 3 different ways. He's halfway through his first retirement, according to a recent statement. Also, you've got, songs being released periodically, which keeps him in the news. And then you've also got this Van Halen tribute thing, which Eddie Trunk recently said just needs to happen. We need to get this thing moving. And that Dave is the person holding it up. So if there was going to be a tribute, which there should have been a tribute to Eddie Van Halen by now. Look, whether you think it should be, Van Halen without Eddie, which is kind of sacrilegious, but okay. Or just, hey, can we do one concert paying tribute to Eddie Van Halen? Does Roth think that at this stage of his career and life that he's unable to pull this off? That could be part of it. I don't really know, but it is kind of strange. But Dave keeps himself in the news. The people who manage him, who keep him relevant, do a pretty good job at that. Whether you care or not about Dave, or whether all this stuff is just put out there so people like yours truly will blab about it, right? And so a mission accomplished, I guess. I don't know. So again, to recap here, not going to beat this one because it's already a dead horse. Pointing at the Moon. That's the new song from David Lee Roth. It's kind of weird. That's all I got on it. It's not bad, but I'm just kind of like indifferent. I mean, the production on it is great, but it's not very coherent. And again, think of David Lee Roth these days, and it makes a lot of sense to most people. All right, I'm done because I've tried to do this video a number of times and it just hasn't worked out all that well. So this one is in the can. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you'd like to subscribe, please do that. If you'd like to donate to the channel via Patreon and become a patron, it's $1 a month or $5 a month or $2, whatever you can afford. And I very much appreciate that. And thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you soon.